Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Deep within the vast expanse of the Indian Ocean, something extraordinary is quietly unfolding. On a secluded island, so far removed from the spotlight of global attention and out of sight from the public eye, the United States has strategically and discreetly deployed 6 of its most advanced and lethal stealth bombers. These aren't mere military aircraft, they are the epitome of technological supremacy, engineered to be nearly invisible. Capable of gliding through the air without leaving a trace. They are like phantoms, moving silently and undetected across radar systems. Their presence masked so completely that they remain imperceptible until the precise moment they are called to strike. Now, these specters of modern warfare sit patiently in a location that most people, even those with a keen interest in military affairs, rarely consider. Yet it is precisely here, in this remote and seemingly inconspicuous place, that a critical piece of America's military strategy is quietly in play. Far from the media's gaze and the eyes of international observers, the island, so insignificant on most maps, has become a silent stronghold for these unmatched bombers, poised for action in a time of rising tensions. It's a spot that, though often overlooked, may be one of the most important strategic assets in the region. The question now is, how long will the world continue to ignore this hidden presence, and what will happen when it can no longer stay unseen? These B-2 bombers may be hidden, but they are not out of reach. If tensions with Iran keep rising, these aircraft will be the first to launch an attack. This is no mere show of strength. It is calculated readiness, and it's happening right now. The island in question is Diego Garcia, a military installation leased by the U.S. deep within British Indian Ocean territory. To most, it's just a speck on a map. But to military strategists in Washington and intelligence analysts in Tehran, it's a launch pad, a sentry, and a potent symbol of military reach that has re-emerged in the midst of growing conflict. In this video, we're lifting the veil on the activity at Diego Garcia, exploring why the sudden bomber buildup might be far more than a standard deployment. We'll examine why Diego Garcia holds immense strategic value, why it's nearly impossible to stop a B-2 once it's airborne, and how these aircraft fit into a larger and more dangerous global picture. We'll also take you behind the scenes of the B-2 Spirit's creation, how it emerged during the Cold War in absolute secrecy, disappeared into the shadows of classified military budgets, and later returned as a precision tool for modern combat. You'll learn why the Spirit is the only aircraft capable of fulfilling one specific and critical mission, striking Iran's heavily fortified nuclear facilities. But this isn't only a bomber story, it's about joint force projection. The U.S. Navy has stationed carrier strike groups in both the Mediterranean and the Persian Gulf. When you combine the stealth capabilities of the B-2 with the power of a carrier's air wing, the result is a coordinated blow that can dismantle a country's air defenses before anyone realizes what's happening. In the second half of this video, we'll take a closer look at the strike scenarios being quietly simulated in Pentagon war rooms. What if Iran crosses the nuclear enrichment threshold? What if U.S. forces in the region are hit by Houthi missiles? Or if Hezbollah opens a second front? The answers are sobering, and the first move in response could come from a tiny, wave-beaten airstrip on Diego Garcia. This goes beyond military maneuvering. It's a pressure cooker, and when it boils over, the warning won't be a statement or a press conference. It will be the silent ascent of a ghost into the night sky. Let's dive in. To grasp what's unfolding, you must first understand the stage, Diego Garcia. From above, it may look like nothing more than a thin ring of sand and palm trees in the middle of the ocean, but a closer look reveals its true nature, one of the most strategically vital locations under U.S. control. The island lies roughly 2,300 miles from the Persian Gulf and 3,000 miles from the South China Sea. It occupies a central position in the Indo-Pacific's maritime crossroads. In other words, it's the ultimate forward base, built for long-range operations and quietly supporting U.S. missions since the Cold War, with runways capable of handling any aircraft in the U.S. arsenal. And it's not just air operations. Diego Garcia's deep-water port allows nuclear submarines and guided missile destroyers to dock, resupply, and refuel. But the island's value goes beyond logistics. It's about reach. The base, known as Camp Justice, gives American bombers like the B-2 the ability to hit targets in the Middle East, North Africa, and South Asia without needing to refuel. That's a game changer. In modern conflict, relying on refueling tankers creates a vulnerability, a potential failure point. Not here. Perhaps most crucially, Diego Garcia is extremely remote. There's no local population, no civilian presence, and no commercial air traffic. This makes it immune to protests, surveillance, and the type of public attention that other bases like Ramstein, Al Udeid, or Yokota often face. As a side note, this isn't a dig at plane spotters. I am one myself and have collaborated with many for past videos. Back to Diego Garcia. In a crisis, its isolation becomes its strength. It's nearly impossible to know what's happening there until it's already underway, and that's the entire point. Often described as an unsinkable aircraft carrier, Diego Garcia has also earned the nickname the Malta of the Indian Ocean. From the Gulf War to Afghanistan to the early War on Terror, this island has been a silent springboard for major U.S. operations. In those conflicts, B-52s and B-1s would take off under the cover of night and return long after events had shifted the global stage. The island has also been used for surveillance missions, submarine staging, and even served as a backup landing site for the space shuttle. But now, with 6 B-2 Spirits deployed there, Diego Garcia has moved beyond logistics. It's now a frontline striking platform. It has become a launch site for stealth attacks against hardened targets and nuclear sites. It is now a rapid response stronghold that sends an unmistakable message. And with carrier strike groups currently positioned in both the Mediterranean and Persian Gulf, Diego Garcia now anchors one corner of a strategic triangle. The other points are the U.S. Navy at sea and CENTCOM assets across the Arabian Peninsula. Together, they allow the U.S. to exert pressure from air, land, and sea, without notice and without apology. So when the B-2s departed Whiteman Air Force Base and arrived at this remote coral atoll, it wasn't business as usual. It was a statement, a message to Iran, the Houthis, and any hostile force watching radar in the Middle East. We're here, we're prepared, and we don't need to be visible to strike. Up next, we'll take a deep dive into the origins of this silent phantom, the B-2 Spirit. We'll uncover the story behind its creation, a tale rooted in Cold War secrecy, where every detail was meticulously designed to stay hidden from the world's eyes. From the darkened corridors of classified projects to its eventual unveiling in the late 1980s, the B-2 Spirit was crafted to be a game-changer in modern warfare. But it wasn't just about innovation in technology. It was about creating an aircraft that could evade detection by the most advanced radar systems and deliver devastating strikes with unprecedented precision. The B-2 was never just a bomber. It was a weapon designed to ensure that no matter the threat, it would always be ready, always unseen, and always feared. As we break down its design, capabilities, and the strategic importance that still makes it one of the most intimidating aircraft in the world today, we'll also explore why it remains a key player in America's military posture, even decades after its first flight. It's a testament to stealth, power, and the chilling promise that when the B-2 Spirit rises into the sky, it's never a coincidence. It's a signal. But this isn't just about the B-2. It's about the broader picture, how this ghostly aircraft fits into a much larger strategy of power projection. Stay tuned as we delve into the future of modern warfare, where stealth and precision lead the charge. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Also, leave a comment below to share your thoughts on the B-2 Spirit or its role in global security, and we'll see you in the next video.